crosses the line.
No, I'm not. What did you say Clay said?
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
James drives and easily finishes. And LeBron James straight on, knocks down his second three-point. Back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. Seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. Championship to his beloved hometown.
I brought my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and
the 2016 NBA Finals is the greatest NBA Finals of all time. And I think what makes it so great is, of course, we got the 3-1 comeback by the Cavaliers. We had an insane 7-game series with a lot of back and forth battles, a lot of iconic moments, a lot of iconic plays that are going to go down in NBA history as some of the best. But I think another thing that makes it so great is all the storylines that came out of this game with players, with LeBron James coming home, the Warriors being one of the greatest, if not the greatest teams ever in this season, and the Cavs being the only team in NBA history to ever come back from a 3-1 comeback in NBA Finals history. So let's go relive this moment. Drop a like and subscribe and follow all my socials in the description, and let's get into it. To understand the 2016 NBA Finals more, we gotta go back, like all the way back to 2003, specifically the NBA draft in 2003. In that draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers held the first pick, and they went ahead and drafted, LeBron James, one of the greatest NBA players to ever step foot on the court. And he went ahead and won Rookie of the Year, and LeBron just kept growing as a player, getting better and better, eventually leading the Cavs to the playoffs and eventually leaving the Cavs deep into the playoffs. Then 2007 would go ahead and come. They would play the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, this young LeBron James to the NBA Finals, and they played the Spurs, and let's just say it didn't go well. LeBron James would go ahead and get swept in his first finals ever. Swept. I mean, what were you going to do? Besides LeBron, there's no way that this Cavalier team was going to go ahead and take out the Tim Duncan-led Spurs dynasty. It just wasn't happening. So then LeBron would have another couple of great years in Cleveland, all around balling out for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then we would get to the year 2010 where, LeBron went ahead, won the first round, and the second round they lost in 6 to the Boston Celtics, and then some changes happened. LeBron was a free agent. He was open on returning to the Cavaliers, but he had some options, and he was not just gonna let his options go ahead and slide. On July 8th, 2010, LeBron James would go ahead and make his decision on ESPN. This event was so special, it got its own time slot and its own show on ESPN, which is all around crazy. LeBron would make his choice.
In this fall, man, it's very tough. In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
And with that, LeBron James would go ahead and join the Miami Heat, and he was there for 4 seasons, went to the finals all of those years, won 2 championships, lost 2 championships. And then in 2014, he would decide to take his talents back to Cleveland. Now, there's something else I should go ahead and talk about. During this time that the Heat were dominating the Eastern Conference, the Cavaliers were bad, and I mean really, really bad. And they kept getting high draft picks. And with one of those high draft picks, they went ahead and drafted a guy, a very important guy to this game and to the NBA in general. I'll get into him a little bit later. But like I said, in 15, LeBron said it's finally time to come back home. And well, this Cavalier team would be better than what it was before. They had guys like, of course, LeBron. They went ahead and drafted Kyrie Irving a few years ago. They got Kevin Love. They got J.R. Smith, which looking back on it, that's hilarious. Tristan Thompson, that's also kind of funny to say. And Shumpert. Yeah, can't forget about my boy Shumpert out there, right? He's a baller. But this Cavalier team, well, they actually did pretty good. Team led by head coach David Balt had a record of 53-29 and finished second in the Eastern Conference behind the Hawks, which that was cool to see. They went ahead and swept the Boston Celtics in the first round, took the Bulls to 6 games, swept the Hawks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and made their way to the NBA Finals versus the Golden State Warriors. And this story wouldn't be right to go ahead and talk about if I didn't talk about the Golden State Warriors. So for a ton of years, the Warriors weren't necessarily anything, and then all of a sudden, they put all the pieces together, and this Warrior team became all around insane. In the 2014 to 2015 season, this team had a 67-15 record, They were unstoppable. Stephen Curry went ahead and won MVP. They had Draymond Green, an amazing defensive player, which you guys be forgetting. Draymond had some offense back in the day. And then, of course, they had Klay Thompson, another amazing shooter, one of the best shooters of all time, Andre Iguodala. This team was not playing. And as you guys can see, they went ahead and only lost 3 playoff games up to the NBA Finals. Like, they were ready and they were locked in and they were loaded. But something I forgot to mention about the Cavaliers as well, Kevin Love went ahead and suffered an injury earlier in the playoffs, so he was already out. And then in game 1 of the 2015 NBA Finals, Kyrie Irving would go ahead and suffer a knee injury and he was out for the rest of the series. Which, something to think about, as crazy as LeBron was all around carrying this team. I mean, he had them up 2-1 at one point, which I cannot believe that he was doing that. But the Warriors would pretty much go ahead and lock in, and the Golden State Warriors become NBA champions in 6 games. And I know LeBron wasn't happy, man. He's out here trying to win his championship for his hometown so he can beat the super team allegations. The next season is where everything really starts clicking. So let's follow the Golden State Warriors. I mean, you guys are coming off an NBA championship. Stephen Curry just won MVP. You guys can't get any better, right? What the heck? So you're telling me that you guys just won an NBA championship and you just broke the record for most wins in a season, going 73-9? They lost 9 games. 9 games, guys. 9 games in a freaking 82 game season. I don't know how much I can stress that you win 73 out of 82. That is insane. And big part of that was because of Stephen Curry. He was the unanimous MVP this year. He won MVP last year, but that wasn't enough. He won a unanimous MVP. Averaged 30 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He can just shoot from anywhere, so he was just all around hooping. So they would beat the Rockets in the first round in 5 games, beat the Blazers in the second round in 5 games. And then all hope was looking lost. In the Western Conference Finals, they went down 3-1 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. It looked like Russ and Kevin Durant were finally going to get their time to shine as older versions of themselves in the NBA Finals. And then, well, the Warriors locked in. Went ahead, won game 5, went ahead, won game 6, and went ahead and won game 7. Stephen Curry dropped 36 points and all around dominated. And I can't forget about in that game 6, Klay dropped 41. That was an amazing performance. And who would have thought this series right here would have so many effects on the NBA, specifically with one player on the Thunder, but that's a story for another day. Hey, we haven't talked about the Cavs season. Let's go see what they're doing. So the Cavs pretty much ran it back with the same team: Kyrie Irving, LeBron, Kevin Love. They still got RJ Smith, Tristan Thompson, and David Bolt. They had a record of 30-11 with him. Yeah, no, they went ahead and fired him. They had enough. And then they went ahead and hired Tyronn Lue, which he had a record of 27-14 when he took over as the head coach. And they finished with a record of 57-25 and first in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers were back on top. LeBron was playing some top ball, and the real question was, are the Cavs going to be able to complete it this time? In the first round, 4-0 swept the Detroit Pistons, 4-0 swept the Atlanta Hawks, 4-2 the Toronto Raptors. LeBron all around owns them, rent free. Now I'm at the matchup that I've been hyping up this whole video, the 2016 NBA Finals. Let's talk about it. In game 1, LeBron James and Kyrie had a stinker, and Stephen Curry and Draymond Green did, and Klay Thompson. Only people that really played good was Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut. Game was honestly kind of what happened. The Warriors role players kind of popped off a little bit, but Warriors would win them 104-89. This game wasn't the most exciting, but hey, there was more basketball to come. Game 2, back at the Oracle Center, LeBron or Kyrie both didn't fix their performances. They still weren't playing good, but oh my god, Draymond Green with 28 points. Y'all let Draymond drop 28 on y'all. This would never happen in today's NBA. I was trying to tell y'all, Draymond got offense back in the day, but this game was an all-around blowout, 77-110. The Warriors go up 2-0, and it's looking like they're about to complete that Cinderella season. Yeah, the Cavaliers got all around disrespected, and they weren't having any of that. So Cavaliers just knew what happened, and LeBron said, I'm tired of running. I'm tired of running. That man went ahead and dropped 32 in game 3. Kyrie Irving went ahead and dropped 30. This Cavalier team was not trying to go out. They went ahead, won game 3. The Warriors did pretty much whatever. None of them really played well, but it was an all-around blowout. We had back-to-back blowouts. The Cavaliers went ahead and won by 30 freaking points. But then in game 4, the Golden State Warriors would go ahead and respond. Curry dropped 38. Klay Thompson dropped 25. We were watching some peak basketball. LeBron dropped 25. Kyrie dropped 34 once again. They truly did everything they could to go ahead and win this game, but the Cavs couldn't get it done. But there's something else that happened in this game that should be talked about. Draymond Green got a flagrant foul, and well, that was enough flagrant fouls to go ahead and get him suspended for a game. So yeah, Draymond Green did not play game 5. In game 5, this is where the series really starts heating up and the cinema starts being made. LeBron James and Kyrie Irving both dropped 41 points. That's where that iconic graphic comes from this game right here. They were all around hooping, just destroying the Golden State Warriors defense, shooting, scoring buckets, getting layups, shooting threes, doing it all for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The second highest scorer on this team was J.R. Smith. He had 10. Everyone else wasn't doing anything. It was literally the Kyrie Irving and LeBron show. They put the team on their backs. And with that, well, the Cleveland go ahead and take a game at the Oracle Center, ahead and still be down 3-2, but had a game 6 going back to Cleveland. They had all the momentum. And well, LeBron wasn't playing. Yes, Kyrie slowed down. He had 23, but LeBron dropped 41 again. He was trying to bring home this championship for Cleveland. He was not trying to go home once again as a Cleveland Cavalier finals loser, and it is another finals loser in general. Stephen Curry went ahead and dropped 30. Klay Thompson dropped 25, but it was not enough. The Warriors would lose 101 to 115, and we are going to probably the greatest game in NBA Finals history. Game 7, 2016 at the Oracle Center. June 19th, the most insane NBA Finals game ever played. This is where the movie ends. Game going into the fourth quarter was going down to the wire. There was a lot of defensive basketball being played in this game. Both teams were not trying to go home. The Cavs were trying to do something that's never been done in NBA history, a 3-1 comeback, and the Warriors were trying to cap off for Cinderella's season and get the Cinderella ending. But you know, we gotta talk about these two iconic plays that have happened in this year's finals and the reason why it's so good. Of course, we have the iconic LeBron chase down block on Andre Iguodala. This was an all-around insane play. Just hearing blocked by James is just such an insane thing to hear, dude. Look at this play. How did LeBron go ahead and do this to go ahead with the insane clutch block? And then we gotta zoom all the way towards the end of the game. That guy that I was talking about, I mentioned him name several times from now, but remember that guy I was talking about who the Cavs drafted when they were really bad when LeBron left? Yeah, they drafted Kyrie in the 2011 draft with the first overall pick, and this man has the ball with approximately 1 minute and 5 seconds left, and you know, the game's tied, so whatever this man does right here, it's gonna be very important, and it could either have the Cavs win this game or lose this game. But looking at it now, I bet you a lot of people wanted LeBron to have the ball, because like, you know, it's LeBron James, but no, they give it to Kyrie Irving, and what happens is on the play, Stephen Curry go ahead and switches, so now Stephen Curry is on Kyrie, and they're guarding each other. You would think Clay would be on Kyrie, because you know, Clay's defense back in the day was really good, but you know what? I'm just gonna play the clip.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
Kyrie Irving would basically just break Stephen Curry's ankle and shoot a 3 over him. Absolutely just crushing this man's soul. And the Cavaliers would go up by 3 points. And with the Warriors would get the ball back and they weren't able to do anything with it, and that would be it. The Cavaliers would do the unexpected. They would make NBA history, coming back from 3-1 in the finals versus the greatest team in NBA history. In the words of LeBron James, Cleveland, this is for you. I don't know how they did it, man. This is LeBron James, dog. He's a dog. I don't even know how to greatness, man. Like, I still think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but man, this right here, you gotta put LeBron in the GOAT conversation with this. Like, how? 3-1 on the greatest team of all time, and your best players are Kyrie, which is a good second option, and Kevin Love. Go against the dream team, basically. And somehow LeBron James did it. Came back from 3-1, did it all. And you gotta give a massive shout out to Mr. Irving. That game-winning shot to go ahead and win the game, man. Kyrie, you was hooping, dog. That's gonna be the video for today, guys. That is me talking about and breaking down the 2016 NBA Finals. If you enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe. I feel like this video was appropriate with the finals here. Might as well talk about the greatest one of all time. Like I said, though, drop a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.